Welcome to the G.A.B. This is G.A.B.
They should have never gave you platform.
You gotta watch yourself if you black going to Mexico. Whoa. Mexico. Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Mexico. Whoa.
What?
Mexico. Whoa.
Oh my God.
Well, y'all know what we about to talk about today. But before we get into that, y'all know I gotta hear my intro. What's good with y'all out there? This is another episode of the G.A.B. I'm your lovely or hated host Kamal, aka the Black Seinfeld, aka Magic X. Hey, I got the best audience out there, so y'all know what the best audience should be doing, right? Well, do it then. Give yourself a round of applause, people. If they watching, at least they learning. And I appreciate all y'all, from the ugly to the beautiful and to the in-betweeners. And good Lord, there's a lot of in-betweeners out there. Jesus Christ. But anyway, from our tubers though, YouTube been around since 2005. I don't need to tell y'all what to do to get the video order channel booming. But just like the rest of the tubers say, I'm going to say the same thing. Like a sub a share a comment a like. Y'all know what to do. Some of y'all smart out there, you feel me? For my potters though, I'm on Google Podcasts and I'm on not on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Across all those platforms, all you got to do is type in the G.A.B. or Kamal Johnson ENT and bam, I'll pop right up. You feel me? I also appreciate my sponsor, First Place Losers. The link to the shop will be in the description below. Y'all go check out the fire-ass garments made out of 100% Egyptian cotton. I guarantee it'll boost your sex appeal up about 25%. And look here, if it look good on me, it's going to look good on your in-between ass, okay? And y'all notice the Black News Channel giving you the news the way you want to hear, you feel me? And let's hop right into it. And I got to talk about, it's dangerous as hell for black people going to Mexico right now, man. Y'all gotta be careful, you feel me? Y'all heard me singing it? It's dangerous. Damn! In Mexico, for black people. Dangerous. Goddamn. For black people. Good Lord. Damn. Hella dangerous. Man. And I know I got a story for y'all. Got hemmed up out there long ass time ago in Mexico. They shook me down, the homies, you feel me? Good thing I had a one homie that knew how to speak Spanish. You feel me? Blaxican and shit. But he knew Spanish. You know what I mean? So, but my thing is this. We done heard what happened to the 4 people that got kidnapped by the cartel gang, the Scorpions. You feel me? And 2 of them got murked. RP to our black brothers. You feel me? And it was a tragedy that these 4 people got kidnapped out there. Very dangerous, right? And the thing about it, I didn't like how the Daily Mail, you feel me? To spin the story where they tried to make it where these 4 black people were like ex-drug offenders and maybe they were going down there to traffic drugs and stuff like that and buy drugs. And it's like, you idiots. Why would the cartel kill them if they was going to come down there to buy drugs and give them money? That's stupid. So get that out the way. I don't like how they try to paint that picture. 2, they try to make it seem like, oh, she went down there to get some cosmetic stuff because there was one woman, like one brother, one dude that she was with, and another friend. And they were like, oh, they went down there to get her cosmetic surgery, a BBL, and then some was like it's a medicine and stuff like that. And I'm like, that don't matter. You feel me? If they're going down there to get medicine, then it shows how shitty our healthcare system is. Message. If they were going down there to get cosmetic stuff, a BBL, I don't know what else is out there, bro. Big lips, bro. Like sometimes cutting corners. And as black people, we do this. It could be risky and it could be dangerous. So another thing, research. We have to research where we're going in certain parts of Mexico. Feel me? Because it's dangerous, for us as black people. As not only with this story, but it's another story where an artist named Chameleon, you feel me, female artist, she went down there and she had on video where she was getting shakedown by the local authorities out there. You feel me? And then also another thing with this, I believe if they weren't caught on camera, this would have been swept under the rug. You feel me? But since this was all caught on camera, one, the cartel sent out an apology letter, right? Which I think they just did that because this happening is bad for business. So they want to keep business running with America. You gotta be a dumb motherfucker to think that America and Mexico is not running business together. Especially the cartels, you feel me? Y'all don't think that they running business together. You gotta be an idiot. Okay? They most definitely doing business together. So they sent that apology letter to be like, yo, this wasn't us. This wasn't our shot. Dude, we didn't call this, you feel me? So we apologize. And it's like, really? The damage is done. Them people was dead. They ain't gonna never get their life back. Okay? So it's nothing. It's like, man, if you're a black person, I say stay clear of Mexico for right now. Let's see how stuff play out. Cause it's like it's looking real dangerous for us as black people. And they seeing how America responds really to Black Death out there. Shaquilla Robinson. There's still no answers for her out there that, she got killed out there in Mexico by her so-called friends and still's nothing moving. Nothing happened. So another thing put into mind, organ trafficking and stuff like that. It's very big out there in Mexico, still big out there to this day. And I believe that I wholeheartedly believe that was their main goal, to do that stuff. They already got all their medical records because you got to send that out there before you could do all the surgery and stuff like that. They were going out there to a specific doctor, you feel me? Which I think was in on it. And the thing about it, these people had $5,000 on them. They tried to make it seem like, oh, the cartel was trying to rob them for $5,000. Are you freaking serious? Are you freaking serious? Come on, bruh. I know y'all ain't about to have a pea brain of a mind like that and think, oh, the cartel gonna rob them for $5,000. That is peanuts to the amount of money that the cartels is getting. No, they was probably getting them, and if they wouldn't got caught on camera, I think all 4 of those black people would have been killed, and their organs would have been trafficked. The least amount of money for each body, not all of them, each body. Organs, the cheapest would have been $200K. That's 4 people. That's almost $1 million. See how my stomach start growling as I start talking about money? Money makes me hungry. Am I hungry for money? I don't freaking know. But anyway, like, that's almost close to $1 million. And that's on the low end. Argue me if I'm wrong. My detractors, they like to be on Reddit. Stop commenting on Reddit. Because they erase the comments. And I want people to see how stupid you motherfuckers is when y'all comment. Go on YouTube and comment. Hell, call in. You feel me? Call in and let your voice be heard. Hey, just stop doing the comments on Reddit. Because they be bullshit on Reddit. But yeah. I believe they were trying to organ traffic these black brothers and sisters out there. And look, they see how American authorities out here in America deal with Black Death in Mexico. So it might be an uptick, man. It might be an uptick of more black people getting murked out there in Mexico, which is why I'm saying it's dangerous for us out there and for us to not only be careful, but do a little bit of research before we go out there. And personally, my opinion, I say just stay away from Mexico for a cool minute. It's too hot out there. It's too much going on. And what I mean also, the artist Chameleon, she had a video showing the local authorities, which be in cahoots with the cartels and stuff. We not dumb. We know how it is. You feel me? They were shaking her down to get money out of her. Shake down. I done told y'all 3 stories of black people, and it from each aspect of one, a black woman that got murdered by her friends. Another where black people got kidnapped by the cartels and 2 of them got murdered. And one, an artist, you know what I mean? An artist that's actually pretty well known. Not to me. Well, I know her because she's off the show with Issa Rae, rap shit. But other people know her. You know, she got a good following, and she got shook down by the local authorities. I got shook down by the local authorities when I was out there in Mexico one time. It was like not only the authority, but the cab driver. Cab driver tried to do some old BS. And my brother knew some Spanish. He was fluent in Spanish and knew like, Arriba, homie. Hell no, we ain't having that. You feel me? Shit. So, that's another thing too, I feel like. If you ever have a homie, or if you know some Spanish, you kind of good out there. But if you have a homie that knows Spanish, bring them out there to Mexico. My main thing is don't even go to Mexico right now. Chill out from it. It's too dangerous for black people at the time being. You feel me? It's been shown. I told you 3 stories. 4 stories. I included myself. They shook me down. Me and my homies. Cab driver tried to make us pay an extra 20. We gave him a freaking $1 and be like, here you go, bro. You ain't about to shake us down. Our Spanish homie, man. Our Blaxican homie, man. He knew the Spanish was like, nah, It ain't even with the police at one time. Like, bruh. I'm just bringing it up because I am tired of seeing my black people in Mexico and this BS happening. From either them getting murdered or them getting shaken down for money. So, with that being said, like, it is getting extremely dangerous for black people out there that's going to Mexico. No matter if you're going out there to party, out there to get cosmetic surgery and stuff like that because it's cheaper there and stuff like that. Or even if you're trying to get medicine, bro, because I know plenty of people that try to get medicine out there because it's dumbass cheap compared to out here in the States, which shows us something about our healthcare system out here. But I digress. I ain't trying to get into that. Like, if y'all don't take nothing from this, at least take 2 things. One, is your life more valuable than getting cheap shit in Mexico? That's 1. 2, not only in Mexico, but when you travel anywhere, just do some mild research. Ask my bro Google, man. Goddamn. Ask him. Google. See if you could find out, is it safe for black people out there? You feel me? That's all I wanted to say, man. So, enough with this topic, bro. You feel me? Alright. Y'all know what segment we about to get into. Ooh, we about to get into the sad segment. And today I had to talk about this, and I'm kind of excited to talk about this, man. I'm about to talk about Dropout on Hulu. And some of y'all like Dropout. College Dropout Kanye? Yeet. Nah. I'm talking about Dropout, the show based off Elizabeth Holmes. And some of y'all is like, Elizabeth Holmes? Who the hell is that? She's the one that ran the Theranos company and scammed all them people and had this machine misdiagnosed other people and stuff like that. And now she's possibly able to serve 20 years in jail. But she made billions off her damn company. That's what this show showed. You feel me? She was a scam artist. Scammity scam artist. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all, I gotta give y'all the stats first, and then I'm gonna give you a couple of cast members, and we're gonna hop right into the plot of this show. So let me give you the stats first, IMDb gave it a 7.5, Rotten Tomatoes gave it an 89%, and the people gave it a 77%. These are all pretty decent scores, you feel me? Like, these I kind of agree with this, because I thought it was pretty good, and I was sitting there kind of awed, like, wow, like, Elizabeth Holmes was like, she was very odd, very dorky, but like, in a sense, she seemed like she had no feelings, no empathy. She would just all go for the whatchamacallit. But I'm gonna get into that more. You know what I mean? Let me give you a couple cast members. You know what I mean? So Elizabeth Holmes was played by Amanda Seyfried, and then her husband Sonny Balwani was played by Naveen Andrews, and then another character, he played in some other stuff, you know what I mean? Dylan Minot played Tyler Saltz, and then this guy he was in The Bear. He was like the cousin that was all erratic and stressed out. He was kind of this role in here too. He wasn't an a-hole, but he was kind of erratic and stressed out. He was a writer, and this was played by Iban Moss Backrack. He played John Carriero. He was the writer in Washington Times.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
And this black woman broke the story in the Wall Street Journal. You feel me? And then also, they had remember the daddy from Shameless? Yeah, he was in it. William H. Macy. He played Richard Fuzzy. And I ain't gonna lie, Richard Fuzzy in this, he was a hater. He was like, you know, he had patents and had people basically pay him off for patents of their ideas. And that's what he was doing with Elizabeth Holmes. And essentially, he was mad because Elizabeth Holmes started this stuff and didn't ask for his advice. What kind of white man bullshit is that? She didn't ask for your advice and now you mad and you trying to get her patent. And he was like, hella mad and getting sued by her and her company. And then what it was like, okay, this is the plot basically, right? And this is considering true crime. Yeah, it was true crime, all right. She was swindling and doing all the things. But this what it made me think of. Like, I noticed, like, with these entrepreneurs, they had to run in these businesses and get big bucks and stuff like that. You ever notice that they don't ever stop when they get hit with a roadblock? Like, the main thing was, like, she had everything in order. Everything. From the business, everything down. And the only thing she didn't have in order was the product did not work. It never worked. It never worked. But she kept proceeding. Which I find that kind of commendable. Because is this a major roadblock? And she still was like, you know, I'm going to keep this going. You feel me? And really, when you saw it at first, you really saw her like she really did want to help people. But there was a switch. I think when that money came in, that's when it became like, all right, she's trying to save face. It wasn't really about helping people anymore. It was just about helping her company and keep getting these sponsors and shit. So, you know, she was getting doing business with like Walgreens, you feel me? Tried to do business Safeway. She had them like in the palm of her hands and stuff. But she was always in beef with the chemists and the lab people because they were more like, yo, this product doesn't work. It doesn't work. She effed over her beginning chemist. Like, she made this guy drink himself to death. Because first, they fired him. So Sonny, her husband, was like the enforcer, right? He was the one firing people and stuff like that. And he like built like a software company and sold it for 40 like million or something. And then like, you know, him and Elizabeth Holmes, he met her when she was like 18, 19. So kind of groomed her, but they didn't start having like relations with each other till she got in her mid-20s. But then he was the one firing people. So he fired this dude. Then all the other chemists was like, nah, if you fire him, we all gonna quit. So then what happened was, hired him back on, but put him at the desk job. He did schooling all his goddamn life to be a chemist. Then you put him at the desk, and then he drunk himself to death. He OD'd on Tylenol and drinking, because the whole thing was like they were very big on signing NDAs, and what happened was he got caught in like a kind of a loophole where not even a loophole. He got caught in between where like if he go out and speak about the truth of what's happening here, you know what I mean? He potentially could save a lot of people's lives and ruin his company, but he'll ruin himself in the same aspect because he signed an NDA and he's breaching the NDA, which then will ruin him, which means he can't work anywhere else. So they made everybody sign NDAs, and that's how they got a lot of people not to talk and how they were able to run business for so long. Because she started this in like 97, I think, or 97, 2000, or I don't know, a couple years off, but around then. You feel me? And she didn't get caught up till 2017. And she basically got caught up, and it's a good fucking lesson for business. She got caught up because she created a lot of enemies. She created the enemy at this one woman at Stanford, where basically, like, I'm gonna be real, that woman kind of booed her, and like, it was the whole thing. Like Elizabeth Holmes had it was like, oh, because she came back to Stanford and she shitted on her. She was like, yeah, it was a woman here, and she didn't she kind of tried to stop me from pursuing my dreams and stuff like that. And like, we shouldn't do this as women. It's supposed to be women empowerment. And I looked up to her and stuff like that. And so she created that enemy. And all her enemies start working together. Then there was another chemist, these two younger chemists. One of Tyler Schultz, he was a chemist come in, and he got hired by nepotism because his grandfather was on the board, right? And he's a chemist and start noticing this shit is faulty. There's some faulty information. Which also with his homegirl that was a chemist too. You feel me? They start figuring out that they were using other machines to test the product. What the whole thing was, you're supposed to take a prick of blood, boom, and you run it through the machine, and this machine can diagnose you and help prevent either diseases, or it can help you find out about diseases and things very quickly through a prick. Because people are afraid of needles. You know what I mean? So it was helping out where people don't have to get shot with needles. You just get boop, drop of blood, boom, find out all this thing is revolutionary, it's evolution, all types of shit. But the product never worked. It never worked. And that's where the defraud comes in. She defrauded from the freaking beginning. And there's plenty of people who are saying, like, she's a fraud. She's a fraud. Everybody that worked in the science field of things and was in the lab, they all called her a fraud. Everybody in the business side and everything, oh my God, was singing her praises. She was in Forbes. She was in Fortune 500. All types of stuff. So it kind of showed also that, like, she was smart in the sense where her and Sonny, you feel me, was smart in the sense to use media against all these other people until essentially she just created too many enemies because the product never worked. I'm going to keep saying it. And that's the big thing. You have to have your product work at the end of the day. You have to have it work. It never worked. And it started misdiagnosing people. It misdiagnosed somebody with cancer, I think. It misdiagnosed somebody with sickle cell, some other stuff. And people lost their lives because of this. Yes. Lost their lives. Elizabeth Holmes lost hella money for investors because she was trying to do the whole, the Mark Zuckerberg, type of ordeal where the place look all nice, Silicon Valley, all type of shit, where the spot look all nice, everybody partying and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, she was omitting information and she was lying. And it showed her being a freaking liar from the beginning. You feel me? And it's like, at some time you start feeling like, this woman has no empathy. She has no feelings towards anybody. Only thing she care about is running the damn company. But then you start seeing, like, when she start facing problems, she tried to run away from it and stuff like that. She didn't try to face her problems head on. You feel me? Man. And a lot of time, like, the Richard Foles, he said it perfectly. Because some people were trying to be like, how is she running this company and not get caught? Like, you feel me? And it was basically that she was in the tech field, because this was kind of a tech company too. She was in the field, but she wasn't stepping on anybody's toes. And she was a blonde white woman that looked good to them. So it was kind of like that was going for her too. So it was like, a win-win for everybody, But like I said, the product never worked. And then they start getting in cahoots and start her enemies start using the press itself. And that's when John Carreyrou character come in and trying to write the story. And then they were going in cahoots with Theranos legal team, because after a while, when you got billions, you could buy a legal team that's A1, you feel me? And so that was happening. The main thing what made her shit go on for so long, because they were bleeding money too. Like, Sonny had the how he came into the company to be a COO or some shit like that. He spent $20 million because she became bankrupt multiple times because the product wasn't working. And then eventually they built these wellness centers in like Walgreens, and the one lab, I'm telling you, the lab person every time, lab people were always saying, this stuff doesn't work, this is bullshit. So they wanted to do the wellness center and had it all together, had it all in, and then they launched like the shit in September of 2013 or something like that, and the machine never worked. They were using other people's machines to cover up, or they diluted the blood, like put water in it to like mess up the test or stuff like that, or the test just didn't work, so they had to throw out the blood. And they had a whole separate lab because people were in cahoots to start catching on, but they were like, I'm gonna keep quiet because either I'm gonna lose my job, which is my career job, and I have nowhere to go, or she gonna ruin my goddamn name or reputation, or it's like they were getting buku bucks and was like, yo, hey, give me the money, shit, I'm gonna shut up. So that was working for it, man. It was a lot of things working for it, and then at the end of the day, the story got out. People on the board start figuring out like, yo, she what you call it, man, she bullshitting, she is BSing, bruh. And Tyler, like, fucking grandfather, started figuring it out too, and was literally like, he was heartbroken because Tyler lied to him and Elizabeth lied to him. It's like, bro, all he asked was for the truth, and both people that he cared about and loved lied to him, and he hella old, you feel me? So it was that, and it just, she created way too many enemies. And her, like, her style of being a boss with Sonny, they were very like, in your face, very like, we'll fire your ass at the drop of the dime. They yelling at employees and stuff like that. They kind of try to rule with an iron fist. And literally that'd never work. If the product worked, it might have worked because then too much buku bucks would have came in. And she would have been saving lives and changing the world. And it didn't happen. And literally, she got caught in all this litigation. Divorced her husband, Sonny. And you feel me? That created another enemy. She created too many enemies. That was her major downfall. And then, after that, she tried to basically act like nothing happened. And then you see at the very end of the show, she's like called an Uber and she's screaming, ah, she's letting it all out. And then the Uber came, and that's the end of the damn show. And then you see at the end, it tells you that, she's in court and she's doing all this. And then like I had on my other news channel that I've explained that, she they had her not have bail because she might flee the country. And when I was reading this stuff, I was like, but then watching the show and seeing how her behavior is and stuff like that, I was like, damn, she would flee the country. She ain't about shit. She really wasn't a good person. At the end of the day, she was like a shitty person. A shrewd businesswoman at the end of the day. And yeah, man. I think the main caveat, the main thing that you take from this is make sure your product work, man. Like, stop scamming and frauding people. God damn. She was the ultimate scammer. You feel me? I'm telling you, man. White women be the ultimate scammers. Let's keep it real. They be the main ones scamming. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought this show was great. It gave me more in depth of how Elizabeth Holmes is and how, like, now I understand why certain things was taking action against her afterwards, after she got caught up and got arrested and went to jail and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It shows that, man, she was always on some scamming shit, bruh. She was a scam queen. Let's be real. God damn. And she might have wanted to help out people, but didn't work. Anyway, that was a Dropout on Hulu. Hey, watch at your own risk. You feel me? All right, y'all know what time it is, right? Why don't y'all say it? I'm gonna say it with y'all. It's meme time. All right, I got some juicy memes for y'all. And look at this meme right here. Got Vince McMahon, and it reads, he looking, the wrestling. He saw The Rock, and it says Mexicans when Mexicant walks in. Hey, you know what I like about Mexican people? You feel me? Cause they party hard and they food hella good. But also that laugh, that the Mexican, the older Mexican man, how do you? Oh, hi. That laugh, I love that. I didn't do it right, but y'all know what laugh I'm talking about. Man, incredible. All right, I got Elizabeth Holmes memes, and she looking at the little Theranos pill thing, and it reads, I believe there's a simple way to cure the COVID-19.
Jesus Christ.
Elizabeth Holmes, Theranos CEO. That was the main thing she kept saying, too. She kept saying, like, there's a simple way to cure this. There's a simple way to do this. Everything was always simple, right? Nah, bruh. Shit was mad complex. Your simpleness didn't work. It never worked. See what they try to do? Try to hit you with kindness and it's okay, everything's okay. It's all simple. Da da la la. It's like, you're bullshitting. Oh, got another meme. And I guess this the all stars of scammers. Golly. And it says, meet our team. Elizabeth Holmes, CEO. Simon Leviev, CFO. For y'all who don't know that, he was off the Tinder, the show, Tinder Love or Tinder. He was swindling women off of Tinder, okay? Then you have Heather Morgan, Heather Combs. I don't know who Heather Morgan is, so I'm gonna let y'all tell me in the comments below. But I guess she a scammer. Look at her face. She look like she's scamming. She like, I done swindled all you mother effers. And then it has Billy McFarland, VP of Logistics. And you know Billy McFarland, bruh. Fire Festival. Scammed all them people. If you don't know, go watch Fire Festival on Hulu. You know then. Goddamn. These motherfuckers will scam you out of everything. Your socks, your drawers, your life, insurance, your money, hell, they'll scam you out your own damn personality. They will scam you out of everything. Make you feel good while they scam you too. That's what they do. They make you feel incredible while scamming your ass. Man, they scamming this rubbing off on me. God damn, look at him out of here. Damn. God damn. Don't turn me into a scammer. Good Lord. Oh, man. I appreciate y'all for watching the show. Hell yeah. I got the best audience out there. Since I got the best audience out there, what should the best audience should be doing, right? Well, why y'all ain't doing it? Give yourself a round of applause, people. If they watching, at least they learning. And I appreciate all y'all. From the ugly to the beautiful and to the in-betweeners. And oh my God, bruh. There's a lot of in-betweeners out there. This is another episode of the G.A.B. I'm your lovely or hated host, Kamal, a.k.a. the Black Seinfeld, a.k.a. Magic X. Hey, man. For my tubers, though, YouTube been around since 2005. I don't need to tell y'all what to do to get the video art channel booming. But just like the rest of the tubers say, I'm going to say the same thing. Like a sub a share a comment a like. Y'all know what to do. Some of y'all smart out there. Hey, for my potters, though, I'm on Google Podcasts. I'm on Apple Podcasts. I'm on Spotify. And I'm on iHeartRadio. Sorry, y'all. Across all those platforms. All y'all got to do is type in the G.A.B. or type in Kamal Johnson ENT. And bam, I'll pop right up. You feel me? I also appreciate my sponsor, First Place Losers. The link to the shop going to be in the description below. Y'all go check out the fire-ass garments made out of 100% Egyptian cotton. I guarantee it boosts your sex appeal up by 21%. And look here, if it look good on me, it's going to look good on your in-between ass, okay? And this is the Black News Channel giving you the news the way you want to hear it, you feel me? And look, man, on that note, y'all know what to do. Have a good one. I love y'all. Well, some of y'all. On that note, I'm out, y'all. Peace. Man, Elizabeth scammer Holmes. Oh, it's okay. It'd be simple, bro. We just gonna scam y'all one day at a time. God damn. This was good. This was good. Ooh, yeah.